the ISA-1 Digital, the classic Focusrite mic pre, and simultaneous DI. Now with class-leading stereo ADC as standard.
AES New York back at the Radial stand with Peter Janis to talk about the Firefly, which is a tube direct unit.
It is. This is the Firefly. Customers have been asking us to build a tube direct box for years, and we've just been too busy. We finally got around to it, and so what we wanted to do was give you something that was really, really warm sounding. You can record direct, you can use it live, so it's designed for both. And we've also added a few spins on it. The first thing we've done is we've put in 2 inputs, so you can select A or B input on stage, and with a remote foot switch, I can select. So that way I can have a 4-string bass and a 6-string bass, one passive, one active, adjust the level for each, A-B between, and there's a mute switch on it. So that lets me tune on stage, so very quick. The other thing we did was we have our drag control, which is load correction. What that does is it allows me to adjust the load on the pickup if you've got a magnetic pickup to make it just sound, quite right. We found that load correction, if you can bring the impedance down on a magnetic pickup to about 200, 300 K ohms, it really sounds nice and warm. But that becomes a problem with a piezo pickup. So if you're going to use this with an upright bass, you need to jump it up higher. So we get a 4 meg ohm input by bypassing the drag control. Okay. So it's set up to do both. Yeah. The other thing that we've added is a high-pass filter or a low cut. The idea with that is that each instrument, whether it's an upright bass, an acoustic guitar, violin, mandolin, banjo, they all have different resonant frequencies. So by adjusting the low frequency cutoff point, you can make that instrument sound better, not only live with less feedback, but in the studio you get a much better mix because they layer much easier together. Yeah. We call this the Nashville trick. All right, so you have an output gain. Fancy handle actually allows the tube to breathe while keeping stuff like your Coca-Cola from dripping into the tube, which would not be a good thing.
Not a good idea at all.
Back here you've got an external power supply, you have your XLR out, you've got some switches for phase and ground lift and all these things, inputs, throughput, output for your tuner. So basically it's fully equipped. It looks funky. You can put 1 or 2 in a rack by removing the handle. So it's a really cool little piece, the Firefly, brought to you, SOS, right here, AES Live, New York City.
You didn't tell us what it was going to cost.
Oh, cost. Well, we're thinking about $600.
Pretty good. Thank you very much.